The perfect 1-2 pick and roll is back. Welcome back to another episode of the Run the Break podcast. I am the wise brother Dre, aka Big Baby, aka AR Jones, a bunch of different circles.
Yeah.
And to my right, we have the head coach,
Yes,
the final boss himself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No longer the people's champ.
Nah. We graduated from that.
My guy Randy, what's going on, brother?
Oh man, it's been good. It's been a while since we last chopped it up. Obviously, we chopped it up before the All-Star break, and they took none of our advice because the All-Star break was ass.
Clearly.
But basketball as a whole has been picking up over the last couple of weeks. So, it's been pretty good, man. St. John's is they back now amongst other stuff. So it's a good time in basketball, man.
Yeah, St. John's, the New York basketball is New Yorking right now.
It's at a fever pitch right now.
It is. Shout out to all the New York teams, but you did mention St. John's, right?
Yes,
and we're definitely gonna jump right in because and we'll get to post All-Star stuff later. St. John's, one of the best teams in the entire nation, and Tay mentioned this on your earlier today that 15 years ago, St. John's being one of the best teams in college would have been front page news.
It was.
And it's not. And it's not. It's a lot of Cooper Flag stuff for sure. Who is giving me Christian Laettner vibes, not in terms of the actual like play style, but the whole popularity and the whole Great White Hope concept that they're throwing. Again, I'm none against Cooper Flag. I really like Cooper Flag. I'm just saying that's what the media is pushing versus the St. John's team, who is killing everybody in sight and playing like the 90s Knicks right now.
Shout out to the Big East champion, St. John's Red Storm. We got to put some respect on their name.
The Big East champion, St. John's Red Storm. How do you feel about this run? And this feels like it was totally unexpected, honestly.
You got to give credit to Rick Pitino, man. All credits and respect goes to Coach Pitino. Obviously, when he took over as a head coach, there's an expectation with Rick Pitino in college sports. Everywhere he's been as a college coach, he's had success, whether it's Providence, whether it's Boston College, whether it's Louisville, and Iona. He was there briefly, and he took that program to where it was at, for a brief moment in time. St. John's hasn't been a prominent Big East team that can be a tournament threat in quite some time. So it's probably Felipe Lopez in the 90s.
Yeah,
it's been a long time. It's been a long time, and for me, I have two brothers who are St. John's alum, and a couple of good friends of mine who also part of that St. John's family.
Tay too.
Tay, shout out to Tay. Damn, St. John's is just that.
Tay too. Janelle too.
Janelle went to St. John's too.
Mm-hmm.
God, bro, damn. I got two brothers that went. And it's a great time, man. For those who were during that time, especially in the 90s with Ron and Felipe and the other players that made that program, so well. To the 80s with Bill Wennington, Mark Jackson, and of course Chris Mullin of those days. St. John's has a rich history in basketball, and I think much like the Knicks for quite some time, they were basically the laughingstock of college basketball. They went through many trials and tribulations, including, some of the scandals that happened that are well known. And they had to clean up that program, and they found somebody in Pitino to clean up that program, and he's done it in record time. Chris Mullin did what he could, but just couldn't quite recruit at the time. And I just think that college basketball is in a much different place now, where you can get a coach that can recruit, bring players in, get them to buy in, and get the best out of them, and to make professional basketball players out of them. And I think no better person was equipped for that job than a guy who's been through the ringer than Rick Pitino. and he's done a great job with that team. They've won the Big East. I think they're number 6 right now, ranked in the country. We'll see where they're ranked in terms of when they on the selection day for the tournament.
Man,
but they are. This resurgence has been good, not just for St. John's, but for the game of basketball, because St. John's is an historic, college basketball team that has had success in the past, and now that they're kind of back this year and making a name for themselves, you just hope that it's just not just 1 year that they're back. When St. John's, teams like St. John's and Georgetown, people like Big East teams that were popular at some point in time, when they're popping, it just makes college basketball so much more fun to watch. Like, people, obviously the ACC has been one of the, one of the main conferences that get a lot of the attention in college basketball, or the Pac-10, or the Big 12 or the Big 10, whatever it is now. Mm-hmm. Those conferences usually get more attention because the Big East for a while outside of Villanova haven't been shining like that. So now that you have a team like St. John's kind of like coming back out and showing themselves again, it's been good.